As we are sitting here, 7,500 African children die each day.
The health issue is not just a doing good issue. The health issue is a real market competitive issue at this point in time for Africa.
We don't need more money for health. We need more health for money. Let's close the leaking holes first before we ask for more money.
Zipline had drones that they had developed as a startup in San Francisco, but they wanted a place that they could actually implement it, a place where they could commercialize it. We sat down with them, we learned with them, we came up with regulations, we trained our civil aviation to be able to manage drones as well as the planes in the airspace. The result is that finally, blood is needed in a hospital in Rwanda. In a matter of minutes, you get it through the drones. We found that if we had a problem to solve, and we had a private sector that has experience in solving that problem, there was no structure that was obvious. The most important thing is that governments have to be flexible to sit down with private sector and see what is it that is not attractive for you and what is it that is attractive, and how can we solve that problem.
Good health is good business, and investing in health from a private sector perspective makes sense from a business perspective and as a social imperative. Something that has been very dear to me is the idea of using the capital markets to fund our health sector. We need to start thinking about things like malaria bonds and having countries issue bonds to fund their pressing health challenges. Let's look at those type of opportunities during this session.
It used to be the case that when a child reached their 5th birthday on our continent, it meant something important about their survival. Because African children are nearly 8 times more likely to die before their 5th birthday than European children, for instance. One of the biggest ways of preventing some of the non-communicable diseases that people may not know is through vaccines. Gavi has immunized 600 million children in 73 countries in the 16 years it has been in existence and has saved 9 million lives. Our goal is to immunize another 300 million by 2020, thereby saving 6 million lives.
Everything that we deliver in the Dangote Foundation is through partnership. We are launching a $100 million 3-year program to fight severe and acute malnutrition in Nigeria. What this is expected to do is bring down the levels of extreme malnutrition that we have in the country. And what happens is if an intervention isn't made by the time these children are 2, their futures are compromised. The partnerships are critical. We can't do anything by ourselves. Yes, we have resources, but not enough to do everything we need to do. And it's very important that we also have a partner across from us that is taking ownership of the investments that we're making.
We are partnering with the government of Rwanda in terms of hepatitis C elimination. And the idea is how Gilead can work with Rwanda to build a proof of concept, a demonstration project for hepatitis C elimination at the district level. And then inviting other countries to come to learn and to adopt and adapt this Rwanda experience in their country.
The model that we're talking about is a tripartite risk-sharing model that leverages private sector funding and expertise to support public sector development. And what is the advantage of this kind of mechanism, so bringing public-private sector together with financing as well? One, financial. Because for the Ministry of Health, it moves from a CAPEX model to an OPEX model. The second piece of it is operational. You have a trained healthcare workforce. And then last but not least is organizational. And this pertains to get out of it outcomes-based reporting that then informs a lot about your system, your health system.
First of all, integrating 54 markets, whether it be in any commodity, makes sense because it allows scaling. Scaling reduces prices, it creates incentives for investment in supply chains, in training capacity of workers. It really does create incentives to invest. The East Africa community developed a system called mutual recognition. so that if you registered in medicine in any one of the EAC markets, it would be mutually recognized, okay, unless there was an objection filed by each of those countries. So that progress is slow to evolve, but it's evolving, and it's certainly a step in the right direction.
Private sector is half the country, is half the continent. You cannot change healthcare when half the team is not being addressed. PPP is for real. Collaboration is for real. Engagement is for real. And goodwill is for real. We are extending a hand of partnership through an organized private sector model so that we can engage with the government effectively to find solutions that are bespoke to the country. Because together, we are stronger and we can make a difference.
I just want to thank all of you for being here for this first Africa Business and Investment Forum. We think it's very important that there be a dialogue between the public and private sector, between Africa and the U.S., as well as others. And so we thank you for being here, and we look forward to following up on this dialogue that we've had.